Inbounds the card right to Jordan. Time winding down. Michael for three. Yeah! Yes!
And while MJ was doing that, LeVar Ball was averaging 2 points at Washington State.
He's Luke Stuckmeyer. I'm Sierra Santos, and you are in the loop. Let's go. No huddle. All right, so LeVar said he could be MJ in his heyday. Sure. And the greatest has responded. Quote, it doesn't deserve a response, but I'm going to give it to you. I don't think he could beat me if I was one-legged.
Well said by the GOAT. The first place Cubs back in business right here on CSN tonight. Jon Lester takes the mound against the Diamondbacks.
I told Jed when I had talked to him Sunday night, it's not every time you get a chance to play for the Cubs, and you know, having the opportunity to play for the Tigers, a storied franchise, you know, and being able to play for the Cubs now, you know, it's exciting for me. I was looking forward to it. I didn't get much sleep the night that the trade happened, and you know, ready to get started.
I'm just so excited to be here, be a part of this. It's been welcomed greatly, and I just want to go win ball games now. That's what it's about.
The Cubs' new additions have arrived. Justin Wilson and Alex Avila excited to be in first place with their new team. Victor Caratini, Justin Grimm sent to AAA to make room for the new additions.
Willie Garcia heading to the 7-day disabled list with a concussion after that violent collision with Yoan Moncada last night. Nicky Delmonico is being called up to take his place and make his major league debut. He's hitting .262 with 12 homers for AAA Charlotte.
And Yoan Moncada told reporters today that he only expects to be out 2 to 3 days with a bruised right quad. What's the treatment he's doing? Fluke, he's doing squats.
Squats?
And a lot of ice.
I would just stretch.
I think we're all relieved that Yoan's fine, and we're all kind of relieved that Willie's, also recovering. He took the brunt of the blow there, so obviously we're happy it was no more than a pretty strong hit to him.
Willie told me today that he's feeling pretty sore, and he told reporters last night that he doesn't even remember the play. He didn't even remember what happened until he saw the replay inside the clubhouse. He was out cold.
Wow, that's scary stuff. Nothing else to say about that. Time for our Lexus must-see video, Experience Amazing.
Pitch number 6, 3-2. Second straight walk-off. 7-6, your final score.
2 games, 2 walk-offs, and of course, 2 Gatorade dumps. Must have been nice and refreshing for Matt Davidson. And of course, Sierra. We're calling it the Walk-Off White Sox Ice Bucket Challenge. Sierra, you are clearly a winner here. Are they paying the dry cleaning tab, or is it just water so everything's okay?
It's just water, and you know what? Darren George is actually the team photographer. He does a great job. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't wear white to the ballpark.
Unless you're playing in the game.
Sure.
So, he is a Cub, Jose Quintana. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Wow, has this been impressive? That's number 12 for Quintana.
Could you have asked for a better debut from Jose Quintana?
Well, Jose Quintana certainly a shot in the arm the last month for the World Series champs, and it's the subject of our live fan vote tonight. To get involved, head to csnchicago.com/vote.
All right, here's the question.
All right.
What was the top Cubs development in July? The Quintana trade, the return of Kyle Hendricks, or Wilson Contreras' performance? And guess what? Kelly Kroll, has been around for it all. Kelly, it's August now. You heard the question, so what has the top development in July for the first place Cubs been for you?
Yeah, all really good options. I'd say Wilson Contreras has to be up there for a player of the month with his performance. I think Kyle Hendricks coming back into the rotation was huge, but if I have to choose just one, it's Jose Quintana. He is a game changer when it comes to October baseball for this team. You add him in with Jon Lester and Jake Arrieta, and it changes everything. And I think the message that it sends from the front office, the team didn't really know if they'd go out and be able to get an arm like that, and their Theo and Jed made it happen, and we've seen this roll that the team is on. So Jose Quintana, my vote for that. He'll make his 4th start for the Cubs actually on Thursday against the D-backs and Zach Greinke, which should be really interesting. But as for the opener against Arizona this evening, I think the best news for the Cubs was seeing Anthony Rizzo back in the lineup tonight. Of course, he missed Sunday's game with back soreness, said he went through a lot of treatment before the game and it had actually loosened up quite a bit, but wanted to take the cautious route. Anthony has dealt with back soreness before for the last few years and says it's usually a 24, 48-hour thing for him. So having the off day yesterday was huge. He's back in the lineup today and says, you know, you got to play through this kind of stuff. So he's a go tonight. And also the additions of Justin Wilson, Alex Avila, we've heard from those guys earlier in the show. You can tell, you get the sense in this clubhouse right now. Joe Madden was asked about it before the game, guys. What is the confidence level like right now in comparison to what it felt like a year ago at this time? And Joe Madden says, you know what, we're almost there. He used the example of the engine having turned over now. They're headed in the right direction, and it all kind of got started there in Baltimore and Atlanta. 13-3 out of the break. They're on a roll, and they have a great addition and certainly added depth there with the veteran catcher to help out Wilson Contreras. So guys, the Cubs getting ready to roll through a couple really good teams and hoping to here in the Diamondbacks, and then welcoming the Nationals to town this weekend.
Kelly, thanks. You watch out for that Gatorade dump tonight.
Girl,
it can be real dangerous.
I'm looking out for you. I'll say a prayer. I'll say a prayer.
Okay.
You have an orange dress tomorrow. Thank you. Bears had the day off, but the quarterback talk is just getting started. No Cutler. He's gone. Now we have Glennon, Trubisky, and Sanchez to try and figure out.
All right, yeah, so although the Bears got the day off, Chris Bowden, our resident workhorse, does not. He handicaps the quarterback battle in its early stages.
Switch up the jerseys, maybe shorten Mike Glennon about 6 inches, and performance-wise, so far it's been tough to differentiate much between Glennon, Sanchez, and Trubisky. But it's been very clear to observers, those on the field and in the meeting rooms, who is leading the way.
They've handled the situation really well. Everything that I could ask for as far as it not being a distraction or anything of that manner, they've done.
It means a lot to him, just like it does for those other 3 quarterbacks in the room. And he's the one who's the catalyst, and those guys follow with him, and they're pushing him. And he wants to compete, and he wants to be pushed in the meeting rooms and in the field. And hopefully every day we come out there with that mindset and try to do that.
As for the understudy, everyone seems to be waiting for.
Each day, each play, again, is a way to compete against himself. And what I said about what I first said, these quarterbacks in general come out and compete in the classroom and on the field. And again, that's all I can ask for. That's all Coach Logan's can ask for. And each day they're pushing each other to bring positive energy, to get better. And obviously that's going to help the football team.
We have a great quarterback room. Mike, Mark, and Connor really have all been helping me with everything I need. Mental side of the game as well as preparation and going into practice and just staying on top of the plays and all that. So for me, it's just control what I can control, get better every day, and believe in the plan that they have in place.
Covering the Bears in Bourbonnais, Chris Bowden, CSN.
Thanks, Chris. He's back. Big Z at Wrigley Field getting ready for the Cubs Spanish broadcast tonight on CSN+. The former ace tells us exactly where he was when the Cubs won it all last fall. Plus,
we wanted more hair on the tee, and we got it. Here with the legendary Pat Boyle.
a new addition to the Men in Blazers. Pat Boyle joins Roger Bennett for the colorful look at Chicago sports, and Bennett gets the greatest gift of his life. You are in the loop.
In the Loop on CSN is presented by State Farm. Here to help life go right.
I don't own the apartment building, but the right out front is mine. And everything inside, like my office, and my library, my studio. I worked hard to get all of it. And I just
want to be sure it's all protected with auto and renter's insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Get the Bob Roman in the owner to pay the rent. Get the Bob Roman, Mr. Bill. Ooh. I scared him. How was that?
I like that.
Bob Roman.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced microtechnology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor. Available at O'Reilly Auto, Home Depot, Pep Boys, Target, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
Food, water, internet. We need it to live. But what we don't need are surprises, like extra monthly fees. I see you fee played by legendary actress Angelica Houston.
You got me, Mark.
We just want fast internet for one simple rate. For all the streaming and the shopping and the newsing, but most of all, for the this.
Internet for one everyday simple price and no extra monthly fees.
El héroe por segundo día consecutivo sencillo que empuja la victoria. 7-6 los White Sox dejan tendidos a los azulejos. 2 días siendo el héroe, el número 24, vaya.
That is Rodrigo Arana and Ozzie Guillen doing the Spanish White Sox broadcast for us last night on CSN+. Tonight it's Big Z with Arana, Cubs Spanish broadcast. Carlos Zambrano joins us on In the Loop. Carlos, did you watch Ozzie last night for any tips, or are you going to be okay?
No, I didn't have a chance to watch him or watch them, but I know Ozzie already been in this work or job, doing the job for. But I know that he did it good.
Yeah, he did do a fantastic job last night, and we were very confident that you'll do the same. So what have you been up to these days?
Nothing in my house in Miami, you know, seeing my kids growing and in church and doing some business, working in the gym, and that's it.
Nice. Sounds like fun. Last fall, were you watching when the Cubs won it all? And if so, what was your reaction?
I did. I was in Venezuela. I was doing some mission trip in Venezuela, and you know, I stayed all night. I stayed till the TV went off and didn't show anything else of the winning of the World Series. But it was fun. I enjoy it, and I feel happy for them, and I feel, you know, I felt like I was there in Cleveland with them.
An exciting moment for sure, and everyone feels like they were an extension of the team, absolutely. So we found out yesterday, talking about extensions of the team, that Steve Bartman was going to get a World Series ring. What do you think about that?
How nice is that? I mean, for me, whatever happened, it happened. You know, people make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We are human. And obviously, his reaction is like a normal reaction of any fan. You know, he trying to, you know, get the ball, grab the ball. And I don't blame him, you know. Now that the Cubs are the world champion, and I think, you know, whatever the Cubs want to do with him, I'm pleased with it. You know, I mean, let's celebrate instead of pointing fingers, you know.
Carlos, thanks, and have a great time tonight, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Well, he's already having a good time because we saw this earlier today. Guess who else is at Wrigley? That's his old teammate, Mike Fontenot. And they still have the pregame handshake down, 3 hammers to the head, and jump on my back, kid. The Cubs are in first place.
That sound can only mean one thing, Slavko Bekovic. Okay, no, just kidding. It's Bastian Schweinsteiger's birthday, his boo, Anna Ivanovic, showering him with love on Twitter today. And the Chicago Fire and international soccer star is 33 years old. And speaking of soccer, big week on the pitch in Chicago as the MLS All-Star Game will take place at Soldier Field tomorrow. Real Madrid, Bastian Schweinsteiger, obviously the Fire superstar, will be on the field as well as the captain for the MLS squad.
Once he's done celebrating his birthday, then he's going to go play some soccer. And with the eyes of the soccer world here, we invited one of our friends from NBCSN to the studio to catch him up on all things Chicago, soccer, and pie. We welcome in the one and only Roger Bennett, one half of Men in Blazers.
The worst half.
The worst half. Rog, where's Davo?
Oh, we tried to we've traded him for you, Pat Boyle. We wanted more hair on the team, and we got it. Here with the legendary Pat Boyle.
You lived here 20 years ago.
In the great city of Chicago.
In Rogers Park?
I did.
You were a Bears fan as a kid, so much so you went to O'Hare to take pictures as they got off the plane.
Saddest part of my life still to this day is that my camera jammed when Walter Payton and I posed for a photograph. Lovely, lovely Blake. Love them all though. The Bulls, the greatest season I've ever seen in sports. The White Sox, oh my God, old Comiskey. I miss it still. Joey Cora, the greatest baseball player that has ever taken the field in my estimation. Do you agree with me?
Joey Cora, I'm a big fan. I don't know if he's on my White Sox Mount Rushmore. You are here, though, for the MLS All-Stars taking on Real Madrid.
Yep.
Bastian
Watch out, Real Madrid.
Schweinsteiger.
Yep, Schweiny.
Is it a fair expectation to see a clear pathway towards a World Cup?
He's a remarkable professional. The fact that he's come here, focused, lifted that team up, elevated them, just the whole way he's taken to this city, taken to the league.
You guys wrapped season 3 of Men in Blazers, getting ready for season 4.
Sorry, America. Yes.
No, it's been fantastic.
Oh, it's terrible. Unwatchable.
Do you have a favorite guest? I mean, of all the guests that you've had in the Panic Room, is there one that takes the cake?
I'm Laura Linney, and this is Men in Blazers.
The fact that she watches our crap and chose to come on, I think is a great day for Men in Blazers, a terrible day for America.
Soccer, football, and pie.
You guys have sampled pie on the show a couple of times.
We believe they have predictive powers.
Right.
Bite into your pie, predict the result.
Don't be afraid, it's made of horse meat. All the food groups in one.
You know, we got a pie for you.
You didn't.
Yes, for you.
Day. This is truly a great day.
Would you like to sample a little pie?
That taste of mutual desperation. A taste of Jesus Navas's beautiful eyes. A taste of wounded puppies. Greatest pizza from the greatest city in the world. I left this city, I think 16, 17 years ago, and there's not a day I do not wake up, legendary Pat Boyle, and think about the wonderful city of Chicago. Taste of nipples and areolae, that taste of doom, taste of mine, skirtles, undercarriage, taste of self-loathing.
Rude, I should have a pint for you. I'm very rude. Do we have some water for Raj? I'll hold that. Let me try some.
Come on, let's do it together.
Be rude. Cheers.
You can't leave me hanging, legendary Pat Boyle. Come on. Taste of Arsene Wenger's tears.
On the beloved Bears, the team you cheered for, we had a power ball in Brian
Urlacher. I know where you're going with this. This makes me so sad.
You may have all around town. You see billboards.
Yeah, all around bloody town. It's goading me. That one really annoys me. That one really annoys me. I don't understand it. You've got it all, Brian Urlacher. You've achieved everything in life.
Raj, you could be leaving with Davo. Look at that, huh? The two of you?
Oh, you know what?
Urlacher?
Urlacher's got a point.
Men in Blazers, Season 4, the podcast. Thank you for coming and doing this.
Thank you for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers, Chicago.
Legendary Pat Boyle actually wore the blazer. And did they share that piece of pizza? Because that was disgusting. Now, we knew Roger Bennett was a Joey Cora fan, so we gave him a signed jersey. He loved it. I mean, he really loved it. So much so that he displayed it at his Men in Blazers podcast taping. Lots of love for Joey Cora.
How cool is that? All right, Alex Avila is back in Chicago, and his beer game is strong. We're looking at some of the best of the Chicago facial fuzz. We call it The List, and you are in the loop.
If a payday loan isn't quite what you're looking for, try a Speedy Cash installment loan. You can get more cash, up to $1,500 with our convenient payment plan. Talk to one of our friendly associates about a Speedy Cash installment loan today.
Love that Speedy Cash.
Get a large 2-topping Pizza Hut pizza for just $7.99. And now, order however you want. Use your smartphone or just the phone. Delivery or carry out. Call or click. Your choice, same great price. Large 2-topping, just $7.99. Because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Now at the Honda Summerbration sales event, you can get a great deal on a Honda Civic and keep things festive all summer long. Your unforgettable summer begins today with a trip to the Honda Summerbration sales event. Hurry in and get a great deal on a Honda Civic from KBB.com's best value brand at your local Honda dealer.
Rain, driving, pounding, soaking. Your home is constantly threatened by storms, causing worrisome basement seepage problems. We've waterproofed over 300,000 Chicagoland homes, and we know how important yours is. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com. US Waterproofing, a better basement starts with us.
What if tomorrow 2,000 clinicians were ready to see you when and where you want, helping you live your healthiest life? Tomorrow is here. Advocate Medical Group. Tomorrow starts today.
Where can you get cash fast? Right here with the Speedy Cash Title Loan. Get up to $2,500 cash on any year, make, or model. You can keep your keys and keep your car. Apply today for a Speedy Cash Title Loan.
Love that Speedy Cash.
Dare to live in full color with Blue Man Group, the spectacular collision of comedy, theater, rock concert, and dance party all rolled into one. Catch our boys in blue at the Briar Street Theater. Call 800-BLUE-MAN or visit blueman.com. Now, Sierra, when you're painted blue, it's not a good idea to grow a beard because you're never going to get the color out of that face Velcro.
Of course not. And Alex Avila back in Chicago, and he brought with him that thick, dark beard. And that brings us to the list presented by State Farm. It's the top current beards among active Chicago athletes. All right, so Avila's going to have some competition with his new team because Jake Arrieta is the reigning face of facial hair in the Cubs clubhouse. He shaved it off after the World Series and was practically unrecognizable. Jason Hayward also blessed with a thick beard himself. It's been strong since the moment he signed his $184 million deal with the Cubbies.
Nico Mirotic finally found a shot late in the season, but one thing he never lost, Sierra, was his beard. That beehive of whiskers has to be one sweaty mess to brush up against on the basketball court. Nobody wants to guard the guy.
No, and Patrick Sharp is back in town, and so is his glorious playoff beard. Hopefully, we get to see much more of this. Same goes for Corey Crawford. The Hawks netminder is skilled at letting the facial lettuce flow. It's good to be the man in between the pipes with a look like that.
Bears offensive lineman Josh Sitton could be a stunt double as a wildling on the hit show Game of Thrones.
Sure.
He's the size of the mountain, but his chin is hairy like Chewbacca. The full-sized Wookiee sports a Grizzly Adams combo of a French fork beard or possibly also a mix with an Old Dutch.
See, I thought he was more Dothraki.
Ah, he does look a little Dothraki. Good call. Still time to vote on our live fan poll. What was the top Cubs development in July? Quintana trade, return of Hendricks, or Wilson Contreras performance? Final results coming up. Plus, how do you stop two-time MVP Steph Curry? Well, Dwayne Wade has the answer, and it involves groceries.
Okay.
You're in the loop.
Esurance does insurance a smarter way, which saves money. They offer paperless billing and automatic payments, which saves paper, which saves money. They offer home and auto coverage, so you can bundle your policies, which saves hassle, which saves money. And they offer a single deductible, which means you only pay once when something like this happens, which saves money. Esurance was born online and built to save. And when they save, you save. That's home and auto insurance for the modern world. Esurance, an Allstate company. Click or call.
Take the ultimate summer trip to the Queen City this August, courtesy of CSN and Southwest Airlines. Get away to watch your Northsiders play on the road in Cincinnati, including round-trip air travel, hotel accommodations, and tickets to the game for you and your guest. Winning couldn't be easier. Just visit csnchicago.com/Southwest and enter for your chance to win today. Sweepstakes ends August 4th. Find Southwest Airlines fares online only at southwest.com.
Journey where this path may lead and live as big as giants. Summer sun and feeling free, sparkle just like diamonds. Let your summer guide you. Let your summer guide you on the way, on the way. Let your summer guide you on the way, on the way. Let your summer guide you.
Welcome back, Grandma. Wow.
I did a lot of shopping in Italy, and I met a nice man.
Ciao. Gino. Da Italia.
He's Italian.
Vieni qua.
Buick now has an SUV for that. The new Buick Envision. One of 3 luxury SUVs from the new Buick.
Pay no interest for 72 months across this 3 SUV lineup. Plus, get purchase allowance on Envision Preferred, Enclave Leather, and Encore Premium models when you finance through GM Financial.
Turn up the heat with incredible savings during Menards Red Hot Sale. Dutch Boy Platinum Plus Paint and Primer in 1 Stain Shield technology provides up to 50% more stain resistance and washability. A gallon of interior flatter ceiling paint is $25.98 after rebate. Have power on your camping trips with generators from Briggs & Stratton. This Power Smart inverter generator has a 110cc engine, only $549 after rebate. Now, during Menards Red Hot Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
The Bulls announced their preseason schedule. The exhibition games were cut down from 8 to 6, but guess what? We will still have all the action for you right here on CSN. And you know what, Luke? You can also stream the games live. And that's exactly what I did with our Spanish broadcast last night.
Sweet. D-Wade likes to interact with his peeps on Twitter. Late last night, he was asked, how do you slow down Steph Curry? The answer, pray that every grocery store in the world go out of business and his wife can't cook him any food. Whatever she's cooking, it's working.
Okay.
All right. We asked you all show long, what was the Cubs' top development in July? Was the Quintana trade? Was it Hendricks coming back? Is it Wilson Contreras?
Wow.
And you've been voting all show. I think something like 60,000 of you have voted on this live fan poll. And what's the answer? 71% say Wilson Contreras is on fire. I sort of agree with that.
Well, now he might be able to get a little break now
thanks
that
for
they
watching.
have Alex Avila.
That's true. Thanks for watching In the Loop. We want to thank Roger Bennett, Big Z, Kelly Kroll, and the legendary Pat Boyle for stopping by on the show.
Don't forget, you can stream us 24/7. Head on over to csnchicago.com/watch live. We're getting ready for Cubs baseball.
Big Z's in Spanish on CSN Plus.
We, the entertainment-loving people, want an unlimited data plan that gives us more. We want more than just texting. More than just surfing and shopping. Because sure, we want to use this to call the people we love, like our directors. But mostly, to get the entertainment we love.
Switch to AT&T for the only unlimited plan that gives you 60 channels of live television on any screen, all for $70 a month.
What's up, Ethan? Long time no see. How you doing? Looking good, looking strong. There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis like me, and you're talking to your rheumatologist about a medication, this is Humira. This is Humira helping to relieve my pain and protect my joints from further damage. Humira has been clinically studied for over 18 years. Humira works by targeting and helping to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms. It's proven to help relieve pain and stop further joint damage in many adults.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB. Hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Talk to your doctor and visit Humira.com. This is Humira at work.
Hey, Bryce Harper, quick selfie.
Wait, how'd you get out here?
Oh, don't worry, I've got T-Mobile. It's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB.
You sure about that?
Yeah, hey, can I have some of the Pine Tar? Check it out. Unlimited data meet unlimited grip. Hey, the guys need me in the bullpen. Sorry. That's the dugout. I know, yeah, totally.
We can't really give every fan access to the field, but we can give you America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm. Cubs are back home, and it should be a fun homestand as a couple of playoff hopefuls will be in town. The Washington Nationals this weekend, and tonight, the Arizona Diamondbacks, the current NL wildcard leaders. Great to have you with us for Cubs baseball. Jim Deshaies and Len Casper. The Cubs are 10 games over since the break, and they're a season best 2.5 games up on the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, doing a lot of things well during this stretch. Primarily the pitching, the starting pitching in particular, has been outstanding. You see the starters with a 2.53 ERA here in the second half, best in Major League Baseball. Likewise with 11 wins. And remember the first half, that first inning bugaboo, well, they put that to bed. 28 home runs, second best in Major League Baseball, averaging better than 5 runs per game, 4th in the NL.
And they're catching the ball as well, and they had a couple of needs, and on a trade deadline day, they made a couple of moves.
Yeah, good moves. Justin Wilson, left-handed reliever, having a very nice year, good against both left and right-handed hitters. He had been closing in Detroit. He's got a power arm. We saw him with Pittsburgh a couple of years ago, and Alex Avila, good, solid backup catcher, good left-handed bat.
Jeimer Candelario, part of the mix that went to the Tigers and has a very bright future indeed. Let's get into the starting pitching matchup tonight. It is a battle of left-handers.
Yeah, and Jon Lester, you may recall that ugly start he had just before the break. Well, check out the numbers since then. He's made 3 starts. Cubs have won them all. He's got a low ERA. He's punched out 20, walked only 2 in his last 3 starts. Patrick Corbin has had some issues on the road this year with a 6.19 ERA. Overall, though, he's been pitching much better. Sub-3 over his last 7 starts.
A reminder, tonight's game also available in Spanish on CSN Plus. Carlos Zambrano on the broadcast tonight. And this matchup, last year's MVP against a perennial candidate. Cubs and D-backs next.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Check this out. I found a way to keep my family from the King's Hawaiian.
Whoa.
Check this out. Whoa.
King's Hawaiian Food.
Living in this crazy world, so caught up in the confusion, nothing is making sense for me and you. Maybe we can find a way, there's got to be solution, how to make a brighter day. What do? We've got to give a little love, have a little hope, make this world a little better. Try a little more, harder than before.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, inviting you to become a member of the Fields family. When you buy or lease, you also get our free loaners, car washes, and our cafes. And with more than 35,000 vehicles sold annually, you can get a great offer like this.
And now, during the summer clearance event, you can lease a new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica Touring L for only $279 per month for 39 months at Fields Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Glenview.
And Fields matters because you matter.
I would never go to anywhere else because they treated me so good. It's just like family.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Lexus, who encourages you to experience amazing. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. Ford, who invites you to go further in their fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Menards, save big money at Menards. And Southwest Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Welcome back to beautiful Wrigley Field on a nice night for baseball. Wind doesn't appear to be much of an issue. We had a slight threat of rain earlier, but it never did materialize. Cubs lead the division by 2.5. The Diamondbacks currently in the wild card lead. Let's get your umpires tonight. Crew Chief Jerry Davis will work home plate. Rob Drake over at first. Pat Hoberg at second. And Chicago native Tony Randazzo is at third. First look at the Arizona Diamondbacks here in 2017. The Cubs and D-backs will match up 6 times over the next 13 days. Their Southwest starting lineup. David Peralta's in left. A.J. Pollock in center. They just acquired Chicago native Adam Rosales from Oakland, and he's right in there batting third, playing short. Paul Goldschmidt, one of the best players in the league. J.D. Martinez off to a great start since his acquisition from Detroit. Brandon Drury plays third. Daniel Descalzo at second. And the battery goes 8 and 9. Jeff Mathis and the pitcher Patrick Corbin.
Checking with the Cubs defensively, where you will find Ian Happ in left field this evening. Albert Almora Jr. in center. Ben Zobrist will play right. Infield of Bryant, Russell, Baez, and Rizzo. Good to see Anthony in there. This Sunday due to a bad back. We weren't sure if he'd be able to play tonight, but there he is with his Gold Glove, manning first base. Wilson Contreras is behind the plate, and the Lexus starting pitcher for the Cubs tonight is Jon Lester. Lexus experience amazing. Jon now 8-6 with a 3.88 earned run average as he takes the mound for the 23rd time this year. League bats .242 against him. He's really shut down left-handed batters, hitting just a .187 against them. 18 of the 19 home runs he's allowed this year have come to right-handed batters. And this Diamondback lineup has really struggled against left-handed pitching.
Joe Maddon had his annual charity golf outing yesterday as the Cubs made that trade with the Detroit Tigers. Both Justin Wilson and Alex Avila are here and available for action. The Cubs made some roster moves to accommodate all those particular moves. Dylan Floro designated for assignment. Justin Grimm, Victor Caratini, the big home run on Sunday, option to AAA Iowa. So here we go. It's David Peralta to lead it off. And Lester's first pitch is a fastball low and outside.
I expect to see these guys in September, if not sooner. And good for Victor hitting that home run on Sunday. He could take that down to Iowa with him, and it was a big one.
84 degrees as we get started. Again, wind doing very little as Peralta swings and misses. 1-2 the count. Southeast wind at 3 miles an hour.
Muggy
as fast as you walk, right?
Yeah, I can get 3.
That's fouled upstairs. John pitching a normal rest, but moved up a day in the rotation, swapping spots with Jake Arrieta. John will attend the funeral of his uncle tomorrow. Diamondbacks, one of, if not the biggest disappointment in baseball last year, and you'd have to say that one of the big surprises on the plus side this season.
Yeah, they've kind of become who we thought they would be. Last year they 68 and 93. Pitching was miserable, had a staff ERA over 5, and they've improved greatly in that department. They have the second best ERA in the league.
Tapper foul. You got to look at their new manager, Torey Lovello. Very popular hire internally, very hands-on, talkative with his players. And he said the communication skills he got from his dad were huge. His dad, Sam, who sadly passed away in January, produced the long-running TV show Hee Haw.
Well, if you can control those egos,
that's right,
then you can run a Major League Ball club. Junior Sample, I want no part of him. Just a picking and a grinning.
2-2. Peralta giving him a pretty good battle here. Peralta, a former minor league pitcher.
That gives you a tough at bat. He doesn't walk a lot for a leadoff man, but he doesn't strike out a whole bunch either. Batting .284 against left-handed pitching, so he's a bit of an exception as a team, hitting just .232 against Port Siders. They're having a very nice year. Their biggest problem is that they're in the same division with the Dodgers.
Yeah, they're 14 games out, but if the season ended today, they would host the Rockies in the one-game wild card round. And the winner would have to play the Dodgers.
Making John work. Look at the Dodgers at 74-31. LA has won 18 of their last 20 ball games. During that stretch, the Diamondbacks have gone 8-12. On July 1st, they're just 3.5 games off the pace.
How about the Giants are 35 games out? Pitch number 11, and we'll have at least 12 here in this opening plate appearance. So you could say no matter what happens here in this at bat, Peralta had a good one.
How good will it be? Good men well for him.
So Lester strikes him out on pitch number 12.
Peralta tosses the bat aside in disgust. I don't know if he's unhappy with Jerry Davis or himself. I'm guessing Jerry. Pretty good looking pitch at the knees, outside part of the plate. As we mentioned in our open, Lester's been on quite a roll here. Last 3 starts, 22 innings pitched. He has struck out 20, walked just 2. I'll make it 21 with that strikeout of Peralta.
And he's closing in on a 2,000 in his career.
5 earned runs allowed total in those 3 ball games. 4 of them coming on solo home runs.
One and one on A.J. Pollock when healthy. Very important piece in this Diamondbacks lineup. Some more DL time this year, however. And a groin issue, missed 44 games. High in the air to left. It's Ian Happ out there tonight. And that's out number 2. Bring up Adam Rosales. They've got a bunch of injuries on their infield, so they needed to go out and pick up Rosales from Oakland. Chris Owings fractured his finger in St. Louis. He might not be back in the regular season. Nick Ahmed has a fractured hand. And Ketel Marte was just put on the bereavement list. His mother tragically died in a car accident over the weekend in the Dominican Republic.
So called up an infielder, Jack Reinheimer, and made the deal for Rosales.
To Maine South High School in Park Ridge. An OPS of over 800 his last 2 seasons against lefties. 1-2. Here's the pitch by Lester. Called strike 3. Bottom of the zone. And the Cubs are coming up against Patrick Corbin when we come back.
As you cheer on the best team ever, we'd like to remind you that at Southwest, we connect low fares to your favorite destinations. So buckle up and say yes to low fares with nothing to hide. Before getting back to the game, remember that with us, any seat is a Rapid Reward seat, like this one, and all of these. Please use your oxygen mask, as if having points you can actually use takes your breath away.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste, to be enjoyed from opener to headliner. Miller Lite. Hold true.
USAA to me means peace of mind. We had a power outage for 5 days total. We lost a lot of food. We actually filed a claim to USAA to replace that spoiled food. We really appreciated that. We're the Weber family, and we're USAA members for life.
We asked premium vehicle owners to judge 3 premium sedans, not knowing the brands.
It is quite responsive, intuitive.
High quality craftsmanship.
The stitching adds a level of refinement. I like the aggressive sculptural lines.
Wow.
I've always trusted Mazda.
I like driving this car the best.
Discover a smarter premium at the Driver's Choice event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,000 APR cash on new 2017 Mazda sedans.
Now the Cubs Southwest starting lineup, 13-3 since the break, coming off a 16-8 July. Zobrist in right will be the leadoff man. Chris Bryant at third. Anthony Rizzo, as JD mentioned, back in the lineup after missing Sunday with a stiff back. Wilson Contreras, a catcher. Almora is in center. He's been great against lefties this year. Russell and Baez make up the double play combo. Ian Happ is in left, and the pitcher Lester bats ninth.
And the Diamondbacks defensively set up this way. Peralta, Pollock, and the newcomer Martinez in the outfield. Drury, Rosales, Descalso, Goldschmidt, and a little bit of a different look on their infield. Jeff Mathis. Veteran catcher is the backstop, and the Lexus starting pitcher is the 28-year-old left-hander Patrick Corbin.
First pitch strike to the switch-hitting Zobrist.
Corbin 8 up, 9 down, 4.36 the ERA. Over his last 7, it's 2.81. Over his last 4, 2.54. 3-0 with a 3.15 career ERA against the Cubs.
They can pitch. Second best ERA in baseball.
Yeah, surprisingly so. I mean, they were up over 5.
There's a base hit to right. After a slow road trip, and Zobrist back home, and as a result, Denny's Beverage Depot donating $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Diamondbacks had the second highest starters ERA in all of Major League Baseball last year. Now they're second best.
Here's Chris Bryant. We'd like to welcome all our viewers watching on Van Horn Cablevision in Van Horn, Iowa.
I wonder if it's near Van Meter.
I was thinking of Dave Van Horn.
Bob Feller is from Van Meter, Iowa. Diamondbacks recently voted the ugliest uniforms in all of sports.
Is that true?
No, but I'm going to go with it.
They tweaked them a little bit. They had
if it was me and you making the vote.
Yeah, they had that shading at the bottom of their uniform, the bottom of the pants. And it looked like guys were bleeding, so they took that away. And that stripe on the side didn't go all the way up to the belt line, so they streamlined them a little bit. Here's what I would say is Chris chased its 1 and 2. If the numbers and the letters on the front were in white, I don't mind the gray, but everything is too dark. Like just watching from where we sit, I can't read anything on the uniform.
Yeah,
I like the teal.
You know what I like? I like the try. I like the idea that they tried to do something a little different, but it's time to retry. So that's a good pitch for Corbin. He likes to bury that slider down and in on the right-handed hitters. He's principally a 3-pitch pitcher, fastball, slider, and a changeup. Good heater, averaging about 93 miles per hour. Elbow surgery cost him the entire 2014 season and a good chunk of 2015.
There's a 2-2. Little floater into center for a base hit. Good read by Zobrist. And he'll end up at third as a result.
TLB, thing of beauty. Little lob wedge into shallow center, and the Cubs go first and third. Corbin got the intended result in that he got weak contact. Sometimes it just doesn't break your way. And yeah, good read by Zobrist.
Golden opportunity, first and third, nobody out. And the batter is Anthony Rizzo. There's a pitch. Strike one. 3:02 here at Wrigley Field. Good work against lefties here lately. Back soreness on Sunday. Saturday was drilled by a fastball at 97 miles an hour. Barely flinched. As you said, he's made of steel. Oh, 0-2 on him. Diamondbacks at double play depth. They'll give up the first run for a shot at 2. Well, they play him as straight up as anybody we've seen as he strikes out. That's the first out for Corbin.
Yeah, big strikeout for Corbin against a guy who doesn't strike out much, and you see the frustration on the part of Rizzo. There's a breaking ball down out of the zone. It's a rare expansion from Anthony.
By the way, regarding the Diamondback uniforms, I'm reminded by a little birdie to tell you the uniform, home uniform you originally wore, had a lot going on too.
Was awesome. I will take that old rainbow and have a uniform off of this one any day.
In the dirt on Contreras. Well, at least those were bright.
Yeah.
The sunshine, orange and yellow. And give me a crack at it. I'd fix those uniforms. Two 2-0 on Contreras. Didn't hit a lot this last week, but he walked a fair amount. 2 for 12 on the just completed road trip. Walked 5 times, and a good eye a part of that, but I also think teams working around him a little bit because he has been so hot.
Yeah, and you got to be careful here. He has a tendency to want to do damage here, and understandably on 2-0 with a couple men on. Yeah, but if he likes that slider, and if you get overly aggressive, that could be the ground ball to short that Corbin's looking for. And you have to assume here 3-0 he's got the green light if he wants it.
The 3-0 from Corbin is a strike.
Schwarber, Avila, Jay, Hayward, all left-handed bats on the bench tonight. Pretty significant splits for Corbin. Left-handed hitters batting .232 against them. Righties .312. 15 of the 18 home runs he has given up have been hit by right-handed batters.
Bases loaded for Albert Almora Jr.
Right man in the right spot. Almora has tore up lefties so far this year.
Long look by Corbin. As a sign from Mathis, and the pitch. It's low for a ball, and Mathis will head out.
Corbin was an all-star in 2013. That was his first full year in the big leagues. A 14-game winner that year with a .341 ERA, and then he had the elbow issues that sent him back a good deal over the next couple of seasons. Last year, in some ways, still a recovery year for him. It did not go well. 5-13 with a 5.15.
From the Syracuse, New York area. And the 1-0. There's a base hit. Here comes Zobrist. Bryant around third. And he will score. Throw to third. Out is Contreras, but the Cubs lead 2-0 on the Almora 2-run single.
Well, as has often been the case here over the last couple of weeks, Cubs drawing first blood, and the pitchers have given up so little. They've kind of freed up the hitters in that regard, but great swing of the bat by Almora. Talk about getting on the backside. He really smokes this line drive into center field. Here comes Zobrist, and great break, good aggressive turn to third by Bryant.
8-3-5 to get Contreras.
Probably a good idea by Contreras there not to burn a timeout.
It's early. So Almora at first, 2 outs and a 2-0 advantage. The batter is Addison Russell. And he hits one hard, fair. Kicks off the sidewall. Almora on his way to third. Russell will have a standing double. Inning continues.
Another ball sharply hit. Bryant's base hit was kind of soft, but Almora, Russell, Zobrist all hitting the ball sharply. This one down the third base line. It'll go for 2. Heads up, guys. Big chance for Baez. Mike Butcher is the Diamondback pitching coach. To have a chat with the left-hander. Corbin struggled on the road, 2-6 with a 6.19. Pitched quite well in his home ballpark, and overall the Diamondbacks really good at home, but a losing record on the road. They're 24-27 when not playing in the desert. 36-18 at home. As I scan my standing sheet here, it looks like the second best home record in baseball.
Javier Baez. Second and third, 2 runs already in. Takes low. Rough go here the last 6 games, 2 out of 19 with 11 strikeouts. One of those hits, however, a home run. Another huge crowd here at Wrigley Field, and that should be the case for the rest of this week. Rest of the season, for that matter. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, Javi has struck out over 40% of the time since the All-Star break.
Is he all right?
No. Something barking a little bit. You see that a lot on the big swing and miss. Maybe a strain of the oblique or something.
Charged by Rosales, and he just got him at first. Baez looked good going down the line. Cubs strike first. It's 2-0 after 1.
Looking to save on your AT&T wireless bill? Introducing Xfinity Mobile, where mobile and internet work as one, and 90% of AT&T customers can save. Get Xfinity Internet and get up to 5 lines of unlimited talk and text at no extra cost. Plus, get download speed up to 75 megabits per second. Fast speeds at home with Xfinity Internet. Stay connected on the go with Xfinity Mobile. Get started with Internet and TV for just $25 each a month for 12 months when you bundle both. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Ah, another truckload of Toyotas. What a sight.
Yeah, during Toyota's national clearance event, we've got the last of the 2017s. And super low APR financing.
Maybe that's why they go so fast.
Okay, that's got to be a record.
Right now, get incredible 0% APR for 72 months on a new 2017 Camry or RAV4 during Toyota's national clearance event.
Save on the last of the 2017s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Turn up the heat with incredible savings during Menards Red Hot Sale. Get a great night's sleep with Serta. Right now, 60 Perfect Sleeper mattresses are on sale. Get this Blue Ridge Plush Queen mattress for just $369. Update your bedroom with a new Dakota bedroom set. The Harper bedroom set comes with 8 pre-assembled pieces in a cottage finish. Get the complete set for $899. Now, during Menards Red Hot Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm. That is Rodrigo Arana and Big Z, Carlos Zambrano, 11 years as a Chicago Cub, 3-time All-Star, threw a no-hitter, went 125-81 as a Chicago Cub. They are broadcasting the game in Spanish on CSN Plus. Had a nice chat with Carlos before the game. And very proud of his time here, as he should be, and very emotional when the Cubs won the World Series last fall. 1 ball, 1 strike on Paul Goldschmidt. Is that Mike Fontenot? Oh, I love it. Yeah, they used to do that before games around 2008. You know, Carlos is only 36.
Yeah, how old was he when he came to the big leagues?
He was 20. Two from Lester. Bounced into center as Goldschmidt broke his bat. Baez almost flagged it down, but would have been a hit either way. So the red hot Goldschmidt stays hot.
Cub fans, summer is in full swing, so come out and catch a game here at Wrigley Field. The tickets are still available for games in August. Happy August, by the way. Especially for the next 2 here with the Diamondbacks and then the Cincinnati series later on this month. Visit Cubs.com to get your tickets.
It was on this date, August 1st, 527. Justinian I became the sole ruler of the Byzantine Empire. I know you knew that, but I just wanted to remind you. There's J.D. Martinez. 5 homers in 9 games since he was acquired from Detroit. Quick throw to first, Goldschmidt back.
21 long ones on the year for Martinez. He should help their production against left-handed pitching. He's had 7 base hits since joining the Diamondbacks, and 5 of them have left the yard. Goldschmidt has stolen 15 bases. An all-around player. Reminds me a little bit of a newly minted Hall of Famer Jeff Bagwell in that regard. Goldschmidt has had a 30 home run season. He's had a 30 stolen base season. He just hasn't done it in the same year, but this could be the year that he does it. This is high.
on Martinez, who got hit on the left hand by a pitch in his Diamondbacks debut and ended up missing the next 3 games, but upon his return went on this home run tear. And you remember him from his Astros days, his batting stance, everything looks totally different now.
Well, he's become one of those launch angle guys. He's always had a very quick bat. He was a high average hitter when he first came to the big leagues, and then he started to develop his power game. One thing that hasn't changed is this little idiosyncrasy he has right there, the kiss of the thumb and then the tap of the chest.
(3-1). Now 3-2. With 38 home runs in 2015 with Detroit. Trouble here for Lester. First 2 have reached.
Well, you know, especially with Jake Lamb, their third baseman, who's had a very nice year, but Lamb has done nothing against left-handed pitching. That's why he's not in there tonight. He's batting just $129. So when you got a middle of the order bat who is so anemic against one side or the other, you know, you got to find some alternatives. Bringing Martinez onto this roster and potent right-handed bat should help what is already a very good offense, 4th in the league in runs.
Brandon Drury, who can play just about everywhere. Making his first start this year at third.
Triple plays in order.
2 on, nobody out. Good swing by Drury, and he fouled it back. Wanted to mention on the off day, it became a big international story. The Cubs gave a World Series ring to Steve Bartman. Nice gesture by the organization and the Ricketts family. There's the 0-1 from John, bounced foul.
Ooh, that was our triple play ball.
Yep. The one that takes Bryant right to the bag.
Yep. That was a very neat story, and for Steve Bartman. I'm not even going to make a joke or anything. It's just a great story.
Single and a walk to start this second. After the Cubs scored twice on the Almora hit in the first. Swing and a miss, throw to second, and a good job by Baez. I think that ball might have caught a little bit of Goldschmidt, but to keep that ball out of center. So out number 1 on the Drury strikeout. And we'll bring up Daniel Descalso.
Contreras always looking for an opportunity to make a play with his arm. The swing and miss there. It feels like Goldschmidt maybe taking a little liberties, but Goldschmidt, he's kind of wise. He's a smart player. He knows what Contreras is all about. He did not take his eyes off the catcher.
Left-handed bat. Daniel Descalso takes a strike on the outside corner. He's put up some pretty good numbers. We look at the on base and slugging. And the 0-1 well, actually was a better pitch. Didn't get the call. Boy, the pop of that catcher's mitt sounds great tonight, doesn't it?
Snap of the leather, yeah.
Now 2-1. Mentioned John will attend the funeral of his uncle tomorrow. Last few starts he's had. He play like a champion today in honor of his uncle who went to Notre Dame. Written on his cap, PLACT. Foul tip, 2-2.
See, Descalso has not done much against lefties, just a $192. This is his first ever plate appearance against Jon Lester. He was facing the Diamondbacks for the first time since September of 2015.
Ground ball wide of first. It's foul.
Making him work. 38 pitches as he works here with just 1 out in the second inning. Cubs coming off a series win in Milwaukee. They took 2 out of 3 despite scoring only 7 runs in the 3-game series.
But knocked down by the catcher Contreras.
And the Diamondbacks coming to town after splitting a 4-game series with the Cardinals in which they only allowed 5 runs. Cardinals are in Milwaukee tonight.
Bases are now loaded. And in the bottom of the order, it is the catcher Mathis. By the way, Van Horn is near Cedar Rapids, Van Meter near Des Moines, according to Twitter. Okay. We were asking earlier.
Not knowing much about Iowa geography. Figured those vans might be bundled together. Mathis part of a 3-headed catching troika with the Diamondbacks. Chris Herman, Chris Iannetta, and Mathis.
1-0 pitch, a strike. Jerry's giving the bottom of the knees that strike call early on.
Yeah, it's a good sign from a pitcher's point of view. Jerry, for me, over the years, has been pretty tight. Maybe a little more generous down, a little tight east and west. We'll see how it plays out.
Inside that time.
Well, you don't want to be taking any liberties with the on-deck circle. Jerry back there. He's the guy that ejected Adrian Beltre the other night.
We're going to live that down.
Been at it a long time.
Yes, he has.
Second longest tenured umpire currently working behind Joe West.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher Corbin on deck. Cubs are the first defending World Series champion to lead their division on August 1st since the 2011 San Francisco Giants. Season best 8 games over 500. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a 4 for Lester. As he closes in on 2,000, he started the night 9 away. So he needs 5 more to become the 25th left-hander ever to reach 2,000 punch-outs.
Seems to be in a hurry to get there.
At this pace, he's going to get there by about the 5th inning. Here's the pitcher, Corbin. The Cubs pitchers over the last 9 games going into tonight have held the opposition to 1 for 41 with runners in scoring position. The one hit was by a pitcher, Carlos Rodon.
Corbin, a very good athlete. He's not doing much with the bat, hitting .079. He's a heck of a basketball player in high school.
And 2-0. Corbin last year hit .306.
Yeah, that's
15 out of 49.
Yeah, from what we know about him in terms of his athleticism, I would think he'd be pretty good.
Late that time, 2-1.
Leadoff single Goldschmidt, and it's been walk, strikeout to get to this point. .49 already for the ball game, 30 this inning. And the crowds want to see him finish it off here.
Two. Got him. 6 outs recorded, 5 on strikeouts for Lester early, and the Cubs lead 2-0.
I got to make a lot of tough calls. Does Italian beef go better with Chianti or with a floral Chablis? Shopping at Benny's Beverage Depot is always the easy call. Don't argue with the ump. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Play ball.
Now at the Honda Summerbration sales event, you can get a great deal on a Honda Accord. Then go out and have all sorts of summer adventures. A summer of fun awaits at the Honda Summerbration sales event. Hurry in and get a great deal on a Honda Accord from KBB.com's best value brand. Today at your local Honda dealer.
There is a reason you've never heard the truth.
What happened at the motel?
Behind one of the most terrifying events in American history.
Police was there. There was a lot of shooting.
This Friday, the writer and director of The Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30.
I'm trying to help here. Don't say another word. Come on.
Will reveal what really happened.
I told you what I saw. What happened at the motel?
It's not that simple.
Detroit, rated R, now playing in select theaters.
Field. Cubs on top 2-0 as we move to the bottom of the second. This is your Miller Lite game report. A couple new faces in the Cubs clubhouse this afternoon. Lefty reliever Justin Wilson and catcher Alex Avila getting to know some of their new teammates and the media, and Alex Avila sitting here in the dugout right next to Jose Quintana getting his first real good look at, of course, Wilson Contreras behind the plate this evening. And he said, hadn't seen him a lot, but certainly has taken the team and the league by storm. His passion and energy just awesome, and he says he's extremely talented. I can't wait to work with him. He got out up there, though, today, guys, and caught Jose Quintana's bullpen. Of course, worked with him with the White Sox. But my favorite part about the conversation was him telling us that the person who was most upset about him being traded by his own dad in Detroit was his mother, who will now not get to see her grandchildren as often. You know, that's tough, right, when the business and personal lives interfere, right?
Yeah, and I guess the good news is Alex and his dad were together for quite a while in Detroit. So, yeah, business is business. And such is life. And happy to have them both here. Alex Avila and Justin Wilson.
Yeah, that's such an interesting dynamic, right? The general manager trading the son.
Not that Al would recuse himself per se, but I have to think, as Ian Happ takes ball 3, that he really relied a lot on his assistants to kind of go over a lot of this stuff, because how do you take yourself out of it if it's your kid?
Well, so the other part of it is he's sending his kid somewhere where he's got a chance to win a World Series.
Right. And by the way,
that's what he'll tell mom. I mean, that's
that foul.
Get him off the hook at home.
I think the other thing is the Tigers have been lauded for what they got in return. Two guys who might be everyday players eventually. Jeimer Candelario much sooner than Isaac Paredes. The young shortstop. High and deep. Left center for Ian Happ, and it's gonna go! A home run. 3-0 Cubs.
Well, Lester able to work out of the bases loaded jam, and boom, just like that, one more point goes up on the board for the Cubs. Ian Happ kind of in a downturn here of late. Maybe this will be the start of something big for him. It's home run number 14 for Ian. And a 3-run lead for the Cubs. There's a Ford home run replay. Looked like he's trying to cut a fastball in on his hands. And Happ said, nope, not going to let you in, my friend.
One strike on Jon Lester, who now has a 3-0 lead.
First home run for Ian since July 8th. And we got Ivan Nova of the Pirates.
Good hack by John, 1-2. Corbin coming in. And allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in his last 9 starts. Giving up 3 already tonight. Ground ball toward right, the base hit.
Yeah, a lot of hard contact. Lester barreled him up pretty good right there. We talked about, or at least showed you the numbers on Corbin. His road struggles, but of late he's actually been quite good on the road. A 3.13 ERA over his last 4 road starts prior to this one. Cubs look a little frisky after the off day.
Nine batters, 6 hits, plus a walk. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Lovely night here on August the 1st. Knocked down. Lester will hold his position at first.
Well, he's got a stolen base this year, so now he's looking to use his wheels a little more often. Corbin, throughout his career, has been one of the tougher guys to run on.
John has a stolen base and a purchased base. His teammates donated to Braves charities and made sure he literally took home the bag after that game in Atlanta.
Hit a double, stole a base, punched out 10. All in a day's work.
2-2 to Zobrist. Ground ball to third. It gets past Drury. Lester to third. Zobrist to second. Should have been a double play. Instead, it's an error. And it's still nobody out.
Yeah, certainly enough pace on that ball. Probably would have been an easy double play, even though there were 2 long throws needed to complete it. But they didn't make one because Drury came up empty.
Diamondbacks will play their infield back with nobody out. Bryant, the 4th Cub with 3 20-homer seasons by his age 25 campaign. Joining Ron Santo, Billy Williams, and Anthony Rizzo on that list. Coming off a terrific month of July, during which he led the club with a .326 batting average. Bryant. Going inside.
No doubt he wants to pitch Bryant carefully here. The problem is he's got nobody out. It's tough to manage an inning. You got dangerous hitters up. Able to strike out Anthony last time, and pretty good chance that's not going to happen again.
Hit well to left and caught by Peralta. Lester tags and scores, and the Cubs lead 4-0. Bryant picking up his 46th RBI.
One fortunate fan will win a player grade 2016 World Series ring donated by Jostens, with proceeds benefiting Cubs charities. Now through September 4th, Cub fans can purchase raffle tickets for $10 each. Tickets can be purchased online and at official raffle locations around Chicago. Visit Cubs.com/ring-raffle for details.
Lester will try to cool off, get hydrated. As Rizzo bats with only 1 out. And now a runner at second. That is Zobrist.
A lot of sliders so far from Corbin. He really hasn't established fastball command to either side of the plate. Squeezed a little bit right there.
Corbin set. Quick look at the runner. Now the pitch. High drive out of the left center. It will get out of here. Two-run homer, Anthony Rizzo.
Step lively, boys. The dance party is on. Second home run of the night for the Cubs, 25th on the year for Anthony. Got him to chase a slider out of the zone last time. This time it's up above the knees.
He's the third. No, we'll be that note here after Contreras grounds out. Rizzo is the third Cubs left-handed batter to record 4 25 home run campaigns. Billy Williams did it 10 times. Bill Nicholson did it 5 times. A 6-0 lead here in the second inning. Almora gave the Cubs the lead with the 2-run hit in the first. This is how you love to, as you say, come off a one-day break. The rest did them some good. And they had won 13 out of 16 before the day off. So the Cubs put up 4 runs in the inning. Happ led it off with a home run. And the bullpen celebrated. Justin Wilson getting into it. I like it. And Anthony Rizzo knocking in 2 as well.
Unlimited data for 8. Get up and get down at Cricket Wireless with the Cricket Unlimited 2 plan. 2 lines of unlimited data for $80 a month. Plus get 2 smartphones free when you switch. All on a network that covers over 99% of Americans. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
I'm attorney Howard Ankin with Cubs great Andre Dawson.
Hard work is the best way to succeed. That's why if you need a lawyer, you need to call my Hawk, Howard.
If you or someone you know needs help with an injury case, call me. 312-6-million. Injury law, made personal.
Does it make sense that a German car company would break ground in Spartanburg, South Carolina?
Or that they build over 400,000 sports activity vehicles a year?
And customize them millions of different ways.
Does it make sense that BMW's largest factory in the world
is in this small town in the South?
It makes perfect sense.
The BMW X4, X5, X6, and the all-new X3, designed in Germany, built in America.
Lease a 2017 X3 X-Drive 28i for only $419 per month at Bill Jacobs BMW, Aurora Avenue in Naperville.
I've always believed that caring for families is the best way to keep our community healthy and safe. Which is why I do things like provide opportunities for children to learn through the Reading Buddies program, help fund child safety programs, and give to the homeless. It's also why I got into personal injury law. It gives me the opportunity to help people at a time of tremendous loss, because helping injured people win justice is its own reward.
All Cubs early, leading 6-0. One unearned run. I believe one unearned run in that second. And a strike called.
Yeah, it should be right.
On Peralta, who had a 12-pitch at bat to start the game, and he struck out looking.
Well, a couple things here that often happens once a game gets lopsided early. Pitcher can be a little more aggressive, and that's kind of against Lester's nature. He doesn't like to give in. He may be more willing to attack the middle of the strike zone depending on the count and the hitter. And a lot of times too, you see the opposing team get into a little bit of a swing mode when they fall down by a lot early. Quality of that bat suffer a little bit. Guys start to press. Try bouncing something here.
Cutter.
He's shown the ability to reach a lot of pitches, and sometimes with a guy like that who's covering the plate, it's time to go, lower than low, higher than high. Go just see how far he's willing to go to try to make contact.
Swing and a miss. 94. It's good heat. Giga Time Moment is powered by Xfinity. Over the weekend, Adrian Beltre picking up his 3,000th hit, and before he faced King Felix Hernandez last night, Felix came up and congratulated him. How about that?
Yeah, not just the tip of the hat or a full-on bro hug.
Beltre would pick up career hit 3001 against Felix.
Sure. Guy gives you a hug. Got to get a knock off of him.
One ball, one strike on A.J. Pollock.
Good player, Pollock. Decent power, real good speed, tremendous defender.
Fractured his right elbow in spring training just before the regular season last year. Came back in late August, only played in 12 games. The whole year.
Yeah, that was a big part of their story last year. His injury and others derailed them a little bit. We talked about the struggles that their pitching had. I mentioned earlier John wearing the cap, or the PLACT, to honor his uncle, a Notre Damer. Pollock played his ball down in South Bend.
That will drop for a hit. And he's going to try to make it into second, and he will, with a one-out double.
Tomorrow night, the Cubs and the Diamondbacks are going to play again, and they're going to play at 7:05. And the first 10,000 fans 21 and older will receive that handsome Cubs fedora presented by Barefoot Wine. The tickets are still available. Visit Cubs.com today, and that fedora would look tremendous with that attire. Is it the 60s night, or?
I'm seeing a little 70s.
70s.
I'm quite sure. Rosales struck out looking in his first career plate appearance with the D-backs. Here it comes, swing and a miss. 10th year in the big leagues. Reds, A's on a couple of different occasions. Rangers, Padres, and now the Diamondbacks.
Have energy, will travel. He plays hard.
Diving stop, Chris Bryant, throw to first. Got him, what a play. That ball was ticketed for left field. And Bryant with a big-time gem.
And not only does he field it, but he's able to get to his feet and throw him out, too. Sparkling. And you see Russell behind him, leaving his feet as well, just in case.
There's Goldschmidt, singled in the second. An all-star each of the last 5 seasons. You mentioned the Jeff Bagwell comp. Well, he grew up in the Houston area, right? So
yeah, he's one
maybe
of those
he did pattern his game after Bagwell.
Woodlands kids. And on to Texas State University. Pretty good 8th round pick. Good night to Sweat.
Yeah, John's working very hard tonight. It's been a tough division for the Cubs. They're 9-14 against the West. And a bunch of chances here coming up with home and home against the Diamondbacks over the next 2 weeks. 3 at San Francisco on this upcoming road trip.
And Joe talked about a little bit with the writers in his pregame scrum, talking about how anytime you go west, you could run into trouble, even with the Giants having such a tough year. So much depends on the pitching matchups. Run into Bumgarner or Samardzija has been good lately. Maybe you see him. 2 series with the Diamondbacks in the next 2 weeks, and they also will see the Nationals.
Max Scherzer homered tonight and then had to leave the game with some sort of injury, and a base hit, and the Diamondbacks will get on the board as Goldschmidt knocks in Pollock with 6-1. He's 2 out of 2 tonight.
Good solid approach, middle of the diamond. Goldschmidt has power to all fields.
I guess Scherzer left due to neck spasms.
That's probably good news for the Nationals.
Strike to Martinez. So they've got an AJ, they've got a JD, and they've got a TJ McFarland, left-hander in their bullpen. Chicago area guy.
They also cornered the market on De La Rosa's.
Follow through with it though, and pulls one to deep left field.
First homer for Max Scherzer.
His first major league home run.
And with Clayton Kershaw on the DL, you'd have to say NL Cy Young probably will go to Scherzer, right?
Oh, he would be with Kershaw down. He would be the leading contender. Yeah, Greinke's having a big year. Alex Wood maybe could still be heard from, but yeah, I would say that right now it would be Scherzer. mentioned Martinez over from the Tigers. The Tigers got him a waiver claim from the Astros. The Astros released him. The Astros have done a lot of smart things in recent years, but they'd like a mulligan on that decision.
Well, then it begs the question, would he have made the proper adjustments had he not changed uniform? We'll never know. They get one, that's it. It's 6-1 Cubs in the third.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is in full swing.
They are not listening to me.
Watch this. Who wants ice cream?
So that's how you get them to listen.
Take on summer right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now with summer's hottest offer. Get 0% for 72 months plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. During the Ford Summer Sales Event, get 0% for 72 months plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Offer ends soon.
Untouchable value and tremendous choice. Two things you're guaranteed to find at My Bob's Discount Furniture every day. Like my Navigator, glove soft and durable performance fabric. Bobopedic memory foam seating for extra comfort. Stylish two-tone design. Get the sofa and love seat for only $9.99. Or you can power them up with push-button power reclining. Both pieces only $11.99. Untouchable value and tremendous choice every day. Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
On the left, the $6 foot-long Subway Club with turkey, Black Forest ham, and roast beef. On the right, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki dripping in sweet onion sauce. 2 footlongs enter, none leave, because you ate them. The sweet onion chicken teriyaki and the Subway Club, they're footlongs and they're $6 each. Subway, so much sandwich.
The man in black destroyed everything in my world. Now he's coming for Earth. Come on! I have to stop him. The Dark Tower, rated PG-13.
Hey, welcome back on an all-new Bears Talk podcast brought to you by State Farm. Chris and JJ come to you from Bourbonnais with the latest from Bears training camp. Plus hear from new quarterbacks coach Dave Ragone on how he's managing Glennon and Trubisky.
You got it right. Trubisky. Nicely done.
Gotta know the in-town quarterback.
You want to know on Addison Russell?
Cutler was a lot easier, but we're pulling for Trubisky.
We had Mike Glennon in the booth earlier this season.
Now we're pulling for him too.
Yep. Off the end of the bat, lined into center. His second hit tonight. You know what the Cubs are wearing tonight? They're hitting shoes.
They're hitting shoes, and I would imagine if you asked most fans before the start of the game, just anecdotally, how do the Cubs usually do after an off day? You get a 90% would say they just don't seem to hit after an off day. But a good job by Tom Hellman, the clubhouse manager, making sure the hitting shoes were in everybody's locker today. Good work, Otis. Corbin just can't settle in, constantly in the stretch.
Will get the double play here. 4-6-3. StatCast is powered by AWS. Ian Happ, a right-handed home run. Lead off the Cubs' second. Little scramble for the ball. Double play ball might be the only thing that's gone right for Corbin tonight. Thought he had a double play ball in the second, and ball went right through the legs of the third baseman Drury. You could say the Drury error made for a dreary inning for Corbin. 2-1.
Now you're going to go to play the Drury in card there.
I could have. Two and two as Happ tries to forget about that swing. Zach Godley and Jake Arrieta tomorrow. Zach Greinke and Jose Quintana on a Thursday afternoon here on CSN.
Back-to-back Zacks and the Diamondbacks. And they've both been good. Godley's got a 3.06. Greinke 2.84.
That will drop. So Happ's aboard with 2 outs. Godley was a Cubs 10th round pick, traded to the Diamondbacks in the Miguel Montero deal.
Oh, he'll be fired up making that start here tomorrow night. Corbin did not play baseball until his junior year in high school. He showed up at the tryouts in the gym wearing jeans. Said, "Hey, I want to be a pitcher." He was an outstanding basketball player. Story goes he can slam dunk from a standing position. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, 6'3", 210. I mean, if you're 6'10", it wouldn't be a big deal, but.
Cicero, North Syracuse High School, and then on to Mohawk Valley Community College. That's in Utica, New York. Thunder Mifflin's got an office there. Ralph Cramden had an uncle that lived there as well. And then he transferred to Chipola Junior College in Florida.
Deep left center for Jon Lester. He's got it. A home run.
Oh, they really got to dance.
Lester.
Oh, my. We have a winner in the Lester Lackey Home Run Derby. Took the better part of 2 years. And the big guy with a big smile. He's checking all the boxes.
Come out. Eight to 1 here in the third.
Third long ball given up by Corbin here tonight. And speaking of pitchers hitting long balls, it's Carlos Zambrano. That was a specialty of his.
Zobrist lines foul. Farmos told me he really would have loved to have played for Joe Madden because he said I would have been able to pinch hit a little more often. Jon Lester 2 for 2, a home run, 2 knocked in, 2 runs. And remember how he started his career at the plate. 0 for 66. That was a major league record.
Yeah, and not to pat our own backs too much, but you and I, we kept making the case, looking at his swing, that he was going to be okay.
I think sporadic at bats and some bad luck. The main reason he went 0 for his first 66. That is foul. Let's hear Rodrigo Arana and Carlos Zambrano on the Lester home run.
Otro contacto sólido Lester. Está inspirado Jon. Detonación de Lester. Cuadrangular. El pitcher explotando en esta noche, que quiere que sea histórica para el cuadrangular de 2 carreras. Y Corby no sabe.
Great call, Rodrigo. Zobrist went, and the inning's over. This place up for grabs as Jon Lester went deep, and it's 8-1 after 3.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent. But that doesn't mean they lay idle. In fact, inside each and every Jim Beam barrel, the bourbon is aging, building a fuller, smoother flavor that only comes from being aged 4 long years. At Jim Beam, our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
The Castle has real Belgian waffles. It's gold and goodness in a slider. Get down with crispy chicken or go spicy with jalapeno cheese. And what's better than ice cream or Nutella? Scoring any 2, anytime for only $4. Wake up with these 2. Bring in lunch with these 2. Or turn up all night with this one. Twice. Waffles whenevs. White Castle. Now that's a bold move.
This golden opportunity features silicon, microprocessors, and code. Raw elements transformed into innovation by Lexus. Experience advanced safety technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity sales event before it ends.
Lease the 2017 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
I had a dream that I dove for a ball, and when I opened my glove, it was filled with Mexican food. Then I heard the crowd chanting, 44, 44, 44.
Relive the magic of last year's historic run through the official 2016 championship season. Fly the W book, which features essays by Tom Ricketts, Theo Epstein, and others, as well as never-before-seen photos. For more information, visit Cubs.com/flythewbook. Eight to 1. The Cubs have scored in every inning, multiple runs, 2 in the first, 4 in the second, and 2 in the third on the Jon Lester homer. Outside on Brandon Drury. Brewers lead the Cardinals 3-2, bottom 5 in Milwaukee tonight. Swing and a miss.
Jimmy Nelson pitching for Milwaukee. Carlos Martinez made the start for the Cardinals tonight.
Up and in. Reds pounding the Pirates 8-1 as they go to the 8th in Pittsburgh. Lester behind 3-1.
Homer Bailey with 6 solid innings tonight allowed just 1 run. Jamison Tyone got rocked. 3 2/3, allowed 8.
Popped up by Drury. Middle of the diamond, and it's Baez. Ooh, he almost dropped it. I mentioned Max Scherzer had to leave early tonight with a 6-0 lead. It's now 7-6 Miami in the 7th.
The look says it all.
In there on Descalzo, who walked his first time. To trades the last couple of days. Jonathan Lucroy to the Rockies. Yu Darvish, Tony Watson, Tony Cingrani to the Dodgers. Brewers got Jeremy Jeffress back from Texas. Sonny Gray is a Yankee.
Addison Reed to the Red Sox.
Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3.
That's number 8 for John.
Yep, he's 1 away from 2,000. This could be a big night for John. Brandon Kinsler is now with the Nationals. Astros got Francisco Liriano. Diamondbacks got Adam Rosales. They also got David Hernandez yesterday. And there's TJ McFarland, in southpaw with Chicago ties.